Hello and welcome to a What Are Warships replay for me in my Conqueror. Let me start by saying that I'm sorry for not having any videos on the channel for a few weeks. I think the last thing I put up there was my Life is Strange Before the Storm final episode, just before Christmas. Yeah, it's kind of a rough time of year. I mean, this time of year there's not really anything new and exciting to play. And normally on the YouTube I tend to upload playthroughs of shorter or really decent new indies and stuff that I've seen, or highlights from stuff that I've done on Twitch. Sometimes there's some smaller games I play that I play on YouTube instead of Twitch and put them up there. But there's not really been much of any of that since Christmas. I mean, next week that stuff's it's kind of kicking up a notch a bit. We're going to start getting our first few indies out that I'm really looking forward to. First one being Inner Space, which comes out Tuesday. So we'll have I don't know how long it is, but we'll have some content from that. Maybe a playthrough, depending on how long it is over on the YouTube. But for today, I figured I started collecting some replays. Well, my Warships always says replays anyway, and I started. Normally, what I do is if I do a game that I feel like is a decent game, I will copy the replay to one side and make a video of it eventually. This is a game I did yesterday, I believe, in the Conqueror. If you check the list here, there's a bunch of tier 4 BBs on each side, 5 battleships on each side, 4 tier 10s, loads of curve firsts. I mean, at the moment there's got the end of this Duke of York mission, which has got, let's just say there's missions to kill battleships and also to get torpedo damage, so lots of BBs being focused. This isn't the most amazing game as far as kills are concerned. I get some decent damage. One reason I decided to do a replay of this one over potentially other Conqueror games is it's a good example of showing what a Conqueror can do. As the game started, I noted that the Montana was to our left. Montana's on our left over here, and I made a conscious decision. I'm going to hang out with him, and just kind of be his running buddy. So I'm following him to the left, and we're going to just run around. I'm not going to be chatting through the whole of this, and I will speed up parts of it. There may or may not be some soothing music or some music over the in the background over the top of this. I don't have music enabled in the game, so there's nothing in the replay. But I may well put something over the top of it when I edit the video. But I will try to keep chatting to a minimum. As I said, expect more stuff to appear on here soon. I will say one thing before I do be quiet and let this replay run. I've been thinking about doing some more Star Citizen stuff. I used to do a lot of Star Citizen videos, as in like hangar walkthrough stuff like that. But everyone and their granny does that nowadays. I've had a couple of folks actually say that they'd like to see some regular videos of just maybe just chatting about new stuff that's been put in the game. So I don't know, is there any interest on that from you guys? Maybe if there's interest, I'll look to do it for sure. I'm definitely want to do some more Star Citizen content. I just don't know what to put on the YouTube channel because everyone is doing everything you could think of. Alright, okay, so we're about to get to A. The fun's about to start. Let's get to this.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Reversing Iowa. Easy target. For the fire burner. Oh, no fire. You can see at the moment they have 2 caps. We don't even have 1 yet, so we're falling behind. These other ships are focusing on the Montana.
Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
That was pretty cool. Kind of called out for that Neptune to get splatted immediately. This Montana splat. AP did. I made a good choice to follow this guy. Be his shadow. Well, to say I'm not being his shadow, I'm not exactly follow him at the moment. But I'm sticking with it.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
And he's turning to go back the other way.
Torpedoes, direct
So
front.
am I. He's saying pulling back. I mean, he's lost a chunk of his health.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
We're going to start pushing back to the east side. I mean, I was going to try to, because I got more health as we went back. My idea in my head was as we go back, I'm going to try to tank a little bit for him, like pull in front and do a bit of tanking. That was my plan. I mean, this side is pretty much wrapped up. Most of their ships are all hanging in the middle around B and C at the moment. Our other push on the right hand side is has got D, and there's a couple of ships actually pushing through, so
Torpedoes to port.
So we got a fire lit up on that Kurist right in the distance, which is burning. I guess he wasn't able to put it out. So Montana's starting to pull out of it. This is where I decided I'm gonna try to cover him or pull in front of him. Maybe like be a target for him for a little bit. I mean, he's got his heal off. He's well, he's almost got as much health as me now. Well, a little bit difference, but 18k difference. Well, another Conqueror's coming up, so he's like, let's start a fire. Or work on the fire. And yeah, a lot of this Montana in chat saying exactly the thing that I was thinking about when tailing this guy. He's gonna be firing AP at shit while I burn shit. And as soon as we're in range of secondaries, me being in front means that unless he's specifically sets targets, I will be the one that takes a secondary fire. If I take secondary fire and fires from his Kurhurst, being in a Conqueror, it really doesn't mean anything. I don't, fires are pretty much irrelevant on the British battleships. As soon as I got 4 heals, each one brings back like close to 40% health. If it's all fire damage, it's... You can see how the damage is going down, and look at the size of the heal. So I hit the button and pushed. I mean, I hit it a bit early there. I mean, when I pushed it, there was about 37,000 damage I'm going to heal, but it can do more. A little bit. It's close to about the max it would do. Fires are all gone. That guy might live. Loads of torps coming in. We try to do a dodge. We both actually dodged. I think Montana took one. Yeah, Benson in chat was calling for someone or B to be capped. And looking where their ships are. Look at a ton of ships north of B, so I, wasn't totally happy doing that. We do have our Des Moines here. I mean, Montana wanted him to spot the Conqueror, which he did. He pushed through the gap there, and he's spotting the Conqueror. Gonna chase him and take him down. You notice as well we do have a Zumo, which is one of the other BBs that has been trailing us as well, so it's the three of us together. I was trying to focus on the Conqueror at this point to try to help him die. And Montana's saying that he doesn't feel like he can push into C, into B, so we're gonna move over to C instead. They're already taking D. They're gonna DD over to taking D, so points wise we're very, very even. We're a ship up, but we're about to drop the cap. We broke 100k damage. Trying to like spray around some more fires if I can as we move it to C. And you can see on the minimap that two of the BBs that were hovering about north of B are also starting to move it to C. So one of them is out of view, so he'll probably pop up around that bend before we get there. Conqueror in the distance, look at the heal. He had under 20k health. And then all of a sudden he pushes his button. I'm trying to stay in front of these other BBs because I get, well, percentage health wise I've got more, and for the same reason as before, already keep myself angled a bit from this guy, and just if he's going to shoot at me it'll be with his secondaries, and fire I don't mind. Well, he took a few K off with his shells. I got fire up on him. He is burning. He's gonna die. Yay, we finally got a kill. Probably the next Conqueror is about to come around a bend. There it is. One other thing, I don't think the other guy had his, he couldn't have had his ship set up for secondaries because he was like 10k away and he wasn't firing secondaries. I mean, this guy, you can see, as soon as he's in view, secondaries just crazy. I don't know about a Kursk, I don't have one, but I know my Bismarck. I got my Bismarck set for secondaries, and the range on those is 11.3k. Or something like that. There's the Witherer. Two fires burning on me, but I'm not really caring. We push the button again and get probably about 40k health back, or just under. $7k on the conch. Sadly, no fire. The two last BBs are both over here now. I'm trying to just stay angled here, using my front guns on the Kurhurst and the other guns on the Conch. Another fire up on the Kurhurst. Sadly, not one on the Conqueror. That Conqueror was using AP, what the hell? It broke 200k damage. Currently the fires this game doing a lot of damage.
The ship is on fire.
But I would have hazarded a guess. Normally if I do a good game in the Conqueror, fire will equate to probably about 40% of my damage. And the rest of it is the actual HE shell damage. You can see by a lot of the salvos, depending on how they're angled, you might get in between like 6 and 10k from the salvo, from the HE shells themselves. And the fire is like a bonus. Because he's angled, I got a fire off, but the shell landing didn't do any damage, but it did trigger a fire. And in this case, there's nothing he can do, He can't do anything at this point. As soon as he dies, the game is likely going to end, I believe. It's almost there. This was a good game, just showing the Conqueror burning stuff like it does. And a lot of people are hating on the British HE, this is why. Well, there you have it. Here's the result screen. As you see there, we got a Dreadnought, a Wyver, and a High Caliber achievements. Those are for taking over 120% of your damage and living. Wyver is like doing X amount of damage to a number of different ships with fire. 700,000 credits, 6,000 XP. I think the base XP was about 2.5k. I think it was like about 2,700 or something like that. I didn't take an image of the final stat screen because I'm an idiot. But I think this is with the 50% bonus and camo that had I think 100% XP on top, because I was working this mission, this task 6 down here, which is getting 45,000 XP to get my Duke of York. Credit wise, that's good credits. 229,000 damage. As I said, I didn't screenshot the other stat, but there was 10 fires, and those 10 fires did 90, I think it's about 95,000 K of the damage. I did say during the battle that normally on a good game, my fire damage is normally about 40% of the overall damage. So that's probably not far off that. So about 94, 95k damage in fires, and it was all on BBs. And most of those, during the game, I was sailing with this Montana. The fire was slowly tickling off their health while he was kind of splatting them with AP, and he did get most of the kills. I got 1 kill. This other guy got 4. But as I said, this was just it wasn't the best game I've ever had in the ship. It's just a game to show off what the Conqueror can do. You can tank a little bit as long as you kind of angle yourself well, so you're not taking any real citadels. You can tank some damage. Any fire you get, you can just eat the fire and just heal it with that crazy heal. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. As I said, next week we've got Inner Space, which is a new indie game that I'm really looking forward to. I'm really going to try to... I'll get the playthrough up here on YouTube. Maybe split in a few parts depending on how long it is, but I'm really looking forward to that. 2018 is here. The indies, the decent indies are going to start next week. We'll start flooding the YouTube with some more playthroughs. If you want to see more stuff live, because I am streaming 6 days a week, even if I'm not putting stuff here. Links down in the description to find my Twitch channel and other stuff. If you kind of like the content I throw out on Twitch or YouTube and want to see something specific, just feel free to send me a private message somewhere and just let me know what you'd like to see, or ways to support me if you really want to do such a thing, down in the description. Thank you very much. Bye.